yummy intestines. Anyone?
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Now this recipe is going to be familiar to some of you. This is a crescent roll ring that I did that has chocolate and raspberry sauce. And when I was making it, I was inspired to do these intestines. Now for one 8 by 10 inch baking dish of intestines, you will need 1.5 packages of refrigerated crescent roll dough. Now when you open the crescent roll package, it has like 2 separate rolls of dough, and each roll has like the 4 triangles in it. So take one of the rolls out, spread it out, stretch it out a little bit, and then pinch up all the seams. I'm doing mine on a silicone mat just so it doesn't stick to the countertop. Then take a knife and just cut it down the center lengthways to get 2 long strips. Then I took some melted semi-sweet chocolate chips and just put some down the center of each of those strips. Just stay away from the edges and the center. And then just fold it over. So fold it over towards the center, pinching or sealing the edges. And then I separated those 2 pieces and I turned them so that the seam side was down and that rounded part was facing up. And those are basically the intestines that you're going to be working with. That's a greased 8 by 10 inch baking dish, and then you're just going to start to artistically arrange your intestines in a way that you think intestines should look. And you know, if you don't know what they look like, just Google it and you'll see what they look like. They kind of have lots of folds and lots of turns, and sometimes they kind of go back onto themselves. And anyway, just this is where you can use your artistic license here and make it look really cool. So what I did is I just arranged those 2, and then any subsequent pieces I just attached it to the end to make one long rope kind of a thing, and then continued to arrange. Now what you need to do is make sure you leave some space in between them because they're going to expand when they bake. So you may be tempted to use all of the 2 packages of crescent rolls in there, but if you do, it'll just be too crowded. So 1.5 is perfect. Leave quite a bit of space like I did here. And then bake them at 375 for about 20 minutes or so until they're a nice golden brown. Now the goriness factor in this recipe comes from this raspberry sauce. This is the same raspberry sauce I've made in another video. I will put how to make the raspberry sauce in the description box. The only thing I did here differently is I added a couple of drops of red paste food color just to darken the color up a little from a raspberry color to more of a blood red color. And then you're going to turn these crescent rolls into intestines by just adding the raspberry sauce. Now you can drizzle it on, you can put a little bit or a lot, whatever, how much you want to put is up to you. I painted the entire tray so it was completely coated, and I think it looks absolutely fantastically gory, doesn't it? And then to serve it, make sure they're still warm because that's when they are at their best. Give people maybe some tongs and they can just fish out a chunk of intestine, put it on their plate, and then you can serve it with some additional raspberry sauce because the sauce is really, really good. So here I just kind of, drizzled some more of the sauce on just to make it look like there was blood on the plate. Now this recipe is delicious. The chocolate and the fresh crescent roll and the raspberry sauce goes really well together and is also disgusting at the same time. Perfect for a Halloween party. Hope you give them a try. Now, another great idea that has lots of gross out appeal are these used bandages and these used cotton swabs. Video on your screen or in the description box. Thanks for watching.